The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, we went to Vancouver and Falco won the thing. Pretty handily, I might say. Only Sevilla had a similar strategy. So now we head to Yokohama. Obviously, Suzuka's different cousin. That should be fine. Mia was scouted out in the last episode or so. Not looking that good. We favorited her, but I don't believe she will be favorited this time. Oh, yeah, she was our pay driver, wasn't she? So even though she's not that good, we could make some money with her. I mean, might be good from a financial standpoint. Speaking of financial standpoint, we do have slot 2 opening up for this particular race. There is the car repair complete, and 2 sponsors have offered. We'll wait for the third to open up here, and let's see where we can work on the car. We were working on that brand new part, if I remember correctly. Yes, indeed. So we were working on the good spoiler 119 days after the race. If we're not going to work on the 631, we'll take that. 3 days before the race, 55 minutes before the race should be good, and then that will get our spoilers up here. And then once we get our third sponsor offer, then we can try to take some money and see where we're going to end up, because we will be in the hole next race for sure. And the upfront payment, this is our contingency sponsor, so that's 600,000 on top of 500,000. So, you know, for a couple extra races, 250 grand is not going to make that big a deal. And in fact, the 2 races will pay almost as much as that 750. So we'll take the 500K. And unfortunately, we have to go 2 races and we'll drop into negative income. We can be a little bit negative and hope that the slot 3 sponsor is good enough. All right, Yokohama shows a 35% chance of rain. Interesting indeed. As far as pit crew is concerned, they're all good on stamina, but they're not that good on the stop. Let's do auto management, and yeah, Toby. You will be auto managed. Now watch Toby freaking spend $2 million on pit crews. Why not? All right. Yokohama is up next. Reliability work is done. So that should be good for our rear spoiler. All right, Tour Center, Yokohama, not mentioning us. And the reliability work is done. So yeah, let's go. Everything is repaired up. We're working on these 2 parts here as we rightfully should. Should be good to leave those there, then the rest are topped off until we build a part. So yep, this is exactly where we're going. Let's go ahead and fit that brand new rear spoiler on Falco's car. So Falco over here and Enrica right there. So a 40-point improvement on the spoiler and a massive improvement there for Falco. And everything else looks to be good. Yes, yes, indeed. All right, I will see you after qualifying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the starting grid. Falco on the pole, Enrica inside row 2. That's what I'm talking about, Falco getting everything he can out of it. And it decided to rain at the start of the race, so they locked us on brand new soft tires. And that's what we worked on in practice for sure, was those soft tires. So we should be good to go. Looks like the rain will hold just a bit steady through lap 6, but it doesn't look like it's going to pick up. Let's go ahead and get to the race and see what happens here. All right, ready, steady, and go, go, go. All right, drivers down and away. And I think they should be able to break away from the rest of the pack fairly quickly. Enrica is running a 99% setup, and Falco is running like a 95% setup. So we should be pretty good. As the track decides to dry out, these soft tires will be okay. And we are running the race trim and the soft tire trim. It looks like Falco might be pulling away from these fools. We'll monitor the tire temperature here in a minute. I imagine Tyler is really pushing hard. No, you're not struggling to overtake Tyler. Tyler just overtook you. So it looks like we were set up on the bad round of the hairpin there. Let's go ahead and tone down the tire usage a bit. We dropped out of our sponsor objective. A few guys are on intermediates, which is interesting because they will, I guess that was a short-term gain, long-term loss. They're going to have to pit again, and I don't think we'll have to for about 8 laps or so. We'll be able to get further along, and there's a few on super softs that I'm really questioning that call for sure. But so far, it looks like it's going to hold steady and then taper off, so slicks are going to be the name of the game. We're just sort of on that ragged edge where you could go intermediates and get something out of it, and you could go on slicks and get something out of it. If it gets any wetter, though, we'll definitely be on intermediates, but indeed it does look like we will continue to dry out the track, and that's always good. Enrica has dropped back pretty bad, though. Falco running in 7th. Those intermediates are starting to step up on the gap, and Enrica is looking like she just forgot what a racing line was. She's giving the inside of all the turns. She's not accelerating. She can't negotiate turns. She can't parallel park. She doesn't signal properly. All right, so tires are starting to heat up a bit. We're going to have to conserve them, otherwise we're going to start blistering. And it looks like Enrica should be the first one on pit road here in maybe 5 or 6 laps time. That should be enough to really get the good out of our next set of soft tires. The track will be almost dry and the grip levels will start to increase. But, you know, right now Falco's running in 3rd as far as I'm concerned, because everyone else is on those intermediate tires. And unfortunately we were locked. They could have gambled. And, you know, if we weren't locked on the soft tires, that may have been something we could have tried, was intermediates for the first run. But we'll see where we stack up here. They may have to pit soon. In fact, Cruz behind us is on those blister super softs. So it looks like they put on super softs to try to catch up to us. And I mean, it did its job. But now they are going to have to pit early, which puts them sort of in a bad place as far as their strategy is concerned. Forrest has stayed out, though. He or she is going to have to pit this time. We have about 3 laps to go before we have to pit our drivers. And as long as we conserve fuel, that may keep us within the fuel window. I believe the fuel window was 10 laps. So, you know, if we can get to lap 15, that would be good. If not, we might have to scale back on the tire wear and the fuel usage to make it on one less stop. But Falco is around them, so is Lara. And I believe Lara, I'll try to squeeze out one more lap after this. So we'll run Falco conservative, and then when Enrica comes around, we'll have her push her last lap on those tires and have Falco pit the next time around. All right, Enrica, go ahead and push. And then we want you on a set of brand new soft tires. Fill up your tank to the brim. That will be 10 laps of fuel with 13 in the tank. Ooh, that is kind of stretching it. Kind of stretching it indeed, but we can do the work. And then Falco, once he gets around, we'll start pushing him and then tell him to pit next time by. All right, Falco, go ahead and attack and pit next time by for your set of soft tires. Fill you to the brim if we can. Parts are looking good. A 15-second stop. All right, let's watch Enrica. Fuel is going in, and it's a clean stop. Can't ask for much better than that. We'll go ahead and push on her tires. And she should be surrounded by, yeah, old and busted tires. All right, let's just have Falco push through the pit stop here. Just a small mistake on the rear jack. Nothing too major. It must have just slipped off for just a second, but only a second loss. That wasn't too bad. There could be far, far worse mistakes for sure. All right, Falco, we'll just have you run neutral. So Lara running in 16th. She's within shouting distance and around cars with older tires, and Falco is leading this pack of new tires. And the super softs behind them are going to have to pit an extra time, it looks like. I mean, we're sitting pretty. I like where we are as far as our strategy goes. And holy crap, we're blistering these tires pretty bad. Let's conserve. Let's keep these tires under us if we can, because the cars around us, I think, are going to just have to pit. And yeah, that 10th place is pushing the limit. We're looking at part breakage on Floridi's car, which is interesting indeed. All right, Enrica, how you doing? Enrica holding right there in the middle of the pack on conserve. 10th place is going to pit, and we're just going to keep on going right on by and stretching this out. We have 6 laps in the tank, not enough to make anything of it, but we only have to pit for a brief moment. 3 seconds for the tires. And in fact, could we get away with a fuel-only stop? If our tires are going to last 8 laps, 76%, we may have to go for a quick tire change. Unfortunately, I mean, we're sort of between a rock and a hard place. We want to stay out, but once these tires really start losing their grip, it's going to be bad. But if we can get a big enough lead that we can come down, change tires and fuel for only like a splash and go, like 2 laps of fuel at most, then we'll be in like a dirty shirt. Because we may be able to conserve. Well, yeah, let's turn it down. Lara is actually doing a very good job of conserving her fuel. Lara may indeed be able to go the whole way, which would be interesting. Falco, I don't know. We're going to have to reel this one back in. The cars in front of us are going to have to pit again, so it's no real big loss. Menzi is going to chew through those tires pretty quick, I believe. So 5 laps to go, 3 laps in the tank. Yeah, we're just going to have to go. Now the question is, can we make the tires last? So let's go ahead and pit this time. We'll give up 3rd place. If we change tires, that's 4 seconds, and we add 1 lap of fuel is 8. If we go back and don't change tires, that's 5. Do we want to save 3 seconds? I believe we do. A 2% mistake chance to save a second? Why not? Let's go big. All right, so Falco, just keep those tires under you for now. We're just going to do fuel only. There we go, down and away. So he's going to be running in 10th, surrounded by guys on tires that might not be the best. But if these guys chew through their tires and have to pit one more time, that would be ideal. Lara, though, bringing it in on home. She can actually turn up her fuel a little bit. 3.4 laps in the tank with 3 laps remaining. If Falco can somehow get into the points, that would be ideal. But he was not going to make it on fuel. And yeah, this rain isn't going to be enough to dampen our spirits. Yeah, Lara. 2 laps to go. 38% on the tires. Let's have her actually start going neutral. Start making her way up. And then on the last lap, she can really push. Menzi has quite the gap. But I think Lara can pounce on 2nd place here. 34% on the tires. Holgerson is trying to hang on. There we go. Go for broke, Enrica. It's the final lap. You have 2 laps in your tank. Plenty of tires to get it done. Pass that guy on crap tires. There you go. Now medium and neutral and pull away. Falco can go ahead and attack. I don't know if he can make up any spots. Aw, Laura, you let that one by. So still a podium for Lara. Unfortunately, pitting took Falco out of it. He could not save his fuel. I should have done a better job at maintaining that, but Falco does get 3 points for the pole position, and then Lara is going to get points for third place. But Minzy was the favorite to win. That much was sure. The Spartan MRT. I don't think the other Spartan car finished in the points. So overall, we should have still closed the gap with a podium and pole points. Let's see. So Minzy, nope, there's Sevilla. So Spartan did a really good job. They gained some points. Hopefully they cheated. That would certainly be nice. So yeah, Minzy got the fastest lap bonus, but Falco got 2 points for the pole. Overall, Enrica gained 4 points, so 6 points total for us. We're 13 behind the drivers. And yeah, Spartan is now 20 ahead of us in the owners. Hammer is who we're after next, 6 points. We need a good race for both drivers to come in, get points, and even if the Spartan guys crash, that would be even better. But that's not our call to make. We can't tell them to lay the chrome horn to them and wreck them. But that's not racing anyway. Robinson is racing. So let's check the morale. 100% for everybody. Enrica went up 2 and 3% there. That is outstanding. We came in third, team expectation-wise. We finished it with our sponsor objective, and now we're down to 600 grand in the bank. I'm sure our chairman is getting a little nervous, but we won't ask for a loan because I believe our sponsors after the next race, man, this one's going to have to carry us for a bit. That is for sure. Car condition, interview, sure. Which one of your drivers is better? Enrica Lara. She didn't mean any harm. Nice. Thomas didn't care. Pit crew review and a hard-fought win for Minzy. Yep, it's auto-managed, so hopefully he can swap out some people. But the next race is Doha with a medium tire wear and a low fuel burn. Acceleration is crucial with good top speed and deceleration. I think we might have a chance here. And with the medium tire wear, maybe we could split mediums and soft. That would be interesting. But 3 races to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Doha, Tondela, and the Black Sea this season. We've already exceeded expectations, so I'm not going to be bummed if we don't win the championship. But it would certainly be nice, and we're within shouting distance. I mean, it can be done. But that's going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for our next race at Doha. Take care.